when you get to the end. Running away is easy, it's the leaving that's hard. Running away is easy, running away is easy. It was you leaving its hard.
Hi purists, welcome back to my painting channel. If it's your first time here, make sure that you subscribe. As promised in my previous video, if you didn't watch it, what are you waiting for? Run! This pen and YAP session is going to be an inspo breakdown, and for that I chose to focus on my biggest painting ever, which I named the Rapture. Now, just hearing the name and seeing the painting, you know what it's talking about. But first, I want to focus on the context in which I painted this chef-kiss masterpiece of artwork. I painted the Rapture back in January 2022. I was 20 and I didn't have my own place yet. I was living with family members, but not my parents and my siblings. I was a student and I had to complete what I came for, which is my degree. I've been living with family members and sharing a room for about 4 years now. Not gonna lie, I wanted to move out. I reached a point where I needed my intimacy, my own space, and my personal growth. But since I didn't have the resources, I had to find ways to cope. And since 2020, for me, it has been painting. When I painted the Rapture, it was for a decorative purpose. I wanted to hang it out on the wall behind my bed so I could have a sense of ownership, self-expression, and feeling home. These are some pictures left of the setup. It was really pretty, but my relatives didn't appreciate the fact that I wanted to decorate. I had to fight for my life because I wouldn't just give up. I'm an Aries and you can't just tell me no. You have to explain me why you're telling me no. I'm heated, hard-headed, and I don't give up easily. So yeah, it stayed a little bit more. Now when I think about it, I was doing too much. Now back on the inspiration behind the Rapture. According to the Bible, the Rapture is the final day where humanity will hear the trumpet. Angels will get down from the sky and tell us, be not afraid. While bros have several eyes and multiple wings and look like hand spinners, of course I'm going to be afraid. So basically, angels get down off the sky and come to bring us salvation in the name of Jesus Christ and God. So the people who behaved according to biblical principles will benefit from God's eternal kingdom. I'm no big Christian, but I think this is the plot. This painting is my interpretation of the Rapture. It is a scenery that depicts all aspects of this prophecy, and I went deep into the details. I tried to replicate the accuracy of angels' appearance. To be accurate, these are seraphs and not angels. I didn't want my painting to be too obvious on the religion, so I painted a halo instead of a cross. Then you have what is supposed to be a cathedral. On this one, proportions are a little bit off. The painting was so big, and to be honest, I was tired. Still love it though. On the left, you have what I call the saved souls. These are people who believed in God and salvation and will be saved by the Rapture. No explanation. This is an icon of Mary holding the Christ. Here, I wanted to add flying birds as a symbol of freedom. For the color palette, we are on soft pastels. In my mind, I've always imagined that the Rapture would happen at dusk, so naturally the colors that seemed relevant to me were sunset colors. I also got inspired from Maurice Denis color palette in his series of paintings about Eros and Psyche. I discovered them at an exhibition at Fondation Louis Vuitton, and I loved these paintings. On a bigger scale, we are on a perspective point of view from the bottom to show the greatness and impressiveness of the scenery. About the painting height, she must be 6 foot plus because I'm 5'7". I actually might have some bloopers from painting. I'll try to put that at the end of this video. Now that you know the surface level meaning of the Rapture, I want to talk about the deeper meaning of this painting for me. As previously explained, I was in a particular state of mind when I was painting. I needed my freedom. I needed to get out of my situation. In raw words, I needed to be saved. The saved soul were actually representing me. The angels were a manifestation of my dreams, my desires, as something I could cling onto and that will actually save me. In other words, my dreams will be my salvation exit. And the same way the angels are sent by God, those dreams were sent by God. It's almost like God gave me these dreams to give me hope and keep me from internalizing a lot of things that were going on. I am able to talk about it easily today because a lot of these dreams actually came true. And paradoxically, for them to become true, I had to drop art for a while. Now that I'm not in survival anymore, I realize how much art is important to me and how it carried me and continues to carry me in my most vulnerable moments. It is one of the ways for me to connect with God because He is the original artist and creator. We're heading to the end of this video. I want to thank you for watching until there. If you enjoyed the video and the meaning behind the Rapture, please let me know in the comments. Drop a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm leaving you with some archive pictures and the bloopers. Bye!